AI-powered systems can analyze historical sales data, seasonal trends, and even external factors like weather to predict demand with remarkable accuracy.
You need to protect your personal data with a certain boundaries by yourself, where you are not eliminating your choices.
In fact, a recent study, it showed that digital signage can increase brand awareness by 47.7%. Let me repeat that.
People are always considering AI as oh, it will change this, it will not. No, you are the one who is having the decision making power.
Welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, where we explore the cutting edge business innovation. I'm your host, Kripa Anand. Today, we're exploring the exciting world of AI in retail. Did you know that when Canadians shop at small independent retailers, 66 cents of every dollar stays within the local provincial economy, compared to just 11 cents when shopping at multinational businesses? This statistic highlights the importance of supporting local businesses and the potential impact of innovative technologies on their success. Joining us today is Mandip Kanjiya, the founder of retailr.ai and a forward thinking innovator from I Can Infotech Inc. Mandip is at the forefront of developing cutting edge solutions that empower retailers to stay competitive in the digital age. Tune in as we explore how Mandip's initiatives are particularly beneficial for small and medium sized retailers looking to compete with larger enterprises, and also learn about the exciting world of AI driven retail transformation. Welcome to the show, Mandip. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for this host.
Perfect. It's a pleasure to have you. Now, first of all, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How's the start to 2025 for you?
It's
I know it's too early to ask, but yeah.
but it's already we are on the 2nd of Jan, so it
Right.
started. So it's
Right.
going boom, and as
Yeah.
we can see, the market is recovering from
Definitely.
the state, and it's going well in the
Yeah.
terms of all the side. I can say not on the economic side, but the future is looking very bright in the
Yes.
next few years,
Yeah.
and that's where we are heading.
Perfect. With a lot of hope and a lot of motivation, we are ready to set the mood. Now, let's talk about the AI revolution in retail, particularly. Right now, the retail industry, it's undergoing a significant transformation, driven by the power of artificial intelligence. Right, the buzzword that is so common today, AI. Now, if we talk about Canada specifically, the adoption of AI technologies, it's gaining momentum. Now, even the government is getting involved. They are launching programs to support SMBs in integrating AI into their operations as well. Now, this shift, Mandeep, it's not just about staying current, but it's also about reimagining the entire shopping experience, right? Now, how, in your opinion, is AI revolutionizing the retail landscape, particularly if we talk about areas like personalized customer service experiences or innovative inventory management as well?
Sure, definitely. So AI, first of all, it's not a buzzword anymore.
Right,
Since last decade, we are using it in one or another format.
right.
We are using it in our devices. We are using it in our shopping experiences. But it was till today, I was saying it was more stayed inside the computer.
Right.
But now we can feel it outside of the computer too.
We are starting to feel the effects now.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Very
for
well said.
retail, let me give you the two type of the examples which you and me are day to day experiencing in our life. Whenever
Right.
we are entering into our stores, somebody as a human is there, and we during the COVID time we seen that was the missing elements in our shopping experience.
Right.
Like we were
Right.
like
The
doing
human
without.
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now those human things are coming back with the power of the AI,
Right.
and that's the one which one is changing the landscape, and we are going a big transformation way in that side. So for specifically, let me give you the example.
Right.
You and me are doing our day-to-day shoppings of the grocery and everything else there.
Right.
Our every need is fulfilled by our technology currently, and it's aligned with our devices,
Hmm.
and it should be linked with our retail experience too. So
Right.
that's where the industry is leading in that side. And consumers are more on a data driven approach now
Right.
started. Like you are going for the shopping, even my 7-year-old kid is now reading, oh, is it containing the sugar or not? So we are
Yeah.
having the
They're
personal
getting more
preference.
aware.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
preferences has been changed.
Hmm.
So like the preferences is become very personalized thing. So the retail industry needs to adopt that level, and the AI is helping them to go with that part. So your preferences is different, my preferences is different, and that is the biggest driving factor on making that on premise decisions when you are doing the shopping at the store.
Right. Wow. Very well explained. That's very fascinating, Mandeep. Now it's clear that AI, it's not just a buzzword, right? As you correctly said, it's actually a game changer, and we are starting to feel the effects of it right now. Right now, it is affecting retailers of all sizes. Right. Uh, Talking about that, another question that sprouts in my mind is, how do you see predictive analytics, driving business growth for small and medium-sized retailers? And what is it like for someone who is, listening to it for the first time? How would you explain it to a layman who does not know about it? Be as simple as possible.
Perfect. So let me give you the one example. Let me give you a specific example of a restaurant owner. So
Right.
if you're a restaurant owner and you're not a big franchise or a big brand, you are a
Yeah.
small like family-owned restaurant.
Yeah.
Uh, Predictive analysis is the one where you will get the information from your own data, from your own existing systems.
Your own patterns is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
So, for examples, you are having a burger store,
Hmm.
and what type of the burgers are going well in which type of the day, which type of the weather, which type of the behavior. Like, let's consider there's a music concerts there, so you need to be prepared for that. So you
Right.
need to get alert for that. Say this is
Hmm.
the big event is coming in your town. You need to prepare for that.
Hmm.
This is the pattern, or this is the weather forecast. You need to be prepared for some sort of the
It warns
surge
you.
of the
Yeah.
inventory and things.
Right.
So those data touch points and the things, you don't have to do anything in the terms of like AI revolutionizing things. You just need to connect your systems with the right tools and the right systems,
Right.
and it will give you the predictions of your business outcomes, your inventory, your profit, your margins, hundreds of things. So you just need to focus on the more on the business growth, but those data touch points will help you to grow with decision making things. So that's called the predictive analysis.
Wow, again, very well articulated. I'm sure someone who did not know about this concept earlier, now it's clear. Um as you very correctly mentioned, Mandeep, that AI, it's not just changing the game, it's rewriting the rules in a way, correct? Now, the possibilities are definitely truly exciting, from personalized shopping experiences to predictive inventory management. It's incredible to see how AI is reshaping the retail industry. Attention, listeners, did you know that artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the way retailers manage inventory? AI powered systems can analyze historical sales data, seasonal trends, and even external factors like whether to predict demand with remarkable accuracy. This technology helps small businesses reduce waste, minimize stockouts, and also optimize their cash flow. By leveraging AI for inventory management, even small retailers can compete more effectively with larger chains. Speaking of which, let's dive deeper into one of the most visible aspects of transformation: smart digital signage. Now, it's becoming increasingly prevalent in retail environment as well. And in fact, a recent study, it showed that digital signage can increase brand awareness by 47.7%. Let me repeat that. It can increase your brand awareness by 47.7%. Now, that's a big number, right? It highlights that the potential impact on the customer engagement, it's so evident. Now, Mandeep, could you elaborate on the impact of smart digital signage and AI powered customer engagement platforms, and and specifically their impact on the in store shopping experience? Yeah.
Yeah. So like uh, the in-store experience is always game of the signage or game of what you are showcasing.
Right.
So whenever you and me are going for the shopping, what we are seeing, that's the one what we are buying.
Right.
In a way, we need to focus on what we want to sell
Hmm.
as well as what customer wants. So in websites, whenever you're going to the Amazon, you are searching for something, and whenever you are browsing other websites, social
Right.
medias and things, those things are coming in front of you.
Right.
So you need to align the customers what they want,
Right.
and what you are selling is there. So digital signage is making that impact in a way of customer buying behavior.
Right.
So if you are showcasing them what you are selling and what they want, and aligning both in a same way,
Right.
there is a chance that the sale will happen immediately. The another thing is that, like, now we are associated with digitally so much in our day-to-day ecosystem. So instead of like small scale example for you, if a restaurant is selling like 100 items,
Right.
and the 10 item is always going for the breakfast item, 10 item going for the lunch item, 10
Right.
item is going for the dinner menu sort of the things.
Right.
And that's the personal preferences. So if
But
I'm
that's how the menu is designed, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and if I'm aligning, that's my personal dietary choice is a vegetarian.
Right.
And if I am seeing the options which one is available there,
Hmm.
and from my presence, the screen can sense this person is looking for the vegetarian options,
Got it.
as well as it's aligning the inventory and the promotion which one is going on. So I will go with the promotional offer and the surplus inventory which that store is having. So I will make the decision towards that side. So that's the one personalization elements is currently
Right.
delivering that part.
Right.
And after that, there's another element is on the retail shopping experience. If
Okay.
you will go with that part, these are different data touch points, and there's a different in a retail, different customer persona is there.
Right.
So if your age group is between 15 to 20,
Hmm.
there's a different products, and the different persona is associated with that.
Right.
And there's a persons like me who
Right.
is much more like 35 to 45 things. My preferences is different.
Right.
So the based on that, if the signage
It
is
puts
showcasing,
filters.
yeah,
Right.
if showcasing me those things, that's
Hmm.
the one. Recently we did a one use case with a bank, where we were sensing this person's age group, and we were showcasing them the credit card which matches with their preference and choices. My
Oh.
preferences are different, somebody else is different, and it was getting the impact of the things. And then they were measuring with the QR code scanning mechanism. So the QR
Right.
codes were there with those advertisements, and they were scanning, and that's happening. So the ROI matrix calculation and those things are aligned with those part. So retailers can generate way much more data from those signage.
Right.
That's the one which they can help on the decision making side.
Right. Very interesting. Now, I also feel a lot of people have started feeling with this increase of AI that their choices are not theirs anymore, right? A lot of people think that they see things repeatedly on the screen, or, what is this all about? Like, is AI actually driving our choices, or is it all a part of a bigger, conspiracy theory? Please go on, because I'm sure a lot of young people might be interested in it.
Yeah. So there's a very thin line between what we are saying, the ethical AI and the good
Yes.
AI part of the things. And you are so true in a way, like, yes, is always we are asking this question to ourselves, like, is this the one which we are driving the things or not?
Right.
But even if you will go to the outside, and you will see during the highway, there's a big signboards are there, those things.
Yes.
So the marketing is there since decades.
Right.
It's not that it's happening today or tomorrow.
Right.
With the AI, what is happening? It's checking the preferences, and with the limit of all the data privacy and the governance rules, like even
Mm.
it's a PPDI, it's a GDPR, it's a HIPAA, and all the compliance rules, your identity and your personal data has been protected.
Right.
And you are saving the time by filtering out 100 things and getting what you want. So it's the
Right.
same way where we are using the cookies in our browser.
Right. Right. Right.
So it's a safe, but yes, you need to protect your personal data with a certain boundaries by yourself, where you are not eliminating your like choices.
Right.
You are not driven by the things.
Right.
And I can say AI is people are always considering AI as in like, oh, it will change this, it will not. No, you are the one who is having the decision making power.
Right.
So you need to
We forget
decide.
that.
Yeah, you need to decide, like,
Right.
nobody will make a purchase decision on behalf of you.
Right.
But you will be there.
Right.
They will showcase you 10 more products, but
Right.
it's you.
Right. It's subconscious marketing, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, that's a very interesting perspective, and I'd love to host another specific podcast series with you, specifically talking about this. Now, moving on further, let's address some of the hurdles that retailers, they face while adopting these innovations, because, uh, a lot of people who are traditional in their ways, they find it pretty difficult to come up with, and blend into the newer things. So, even while AI offers immense potential, its adoption comes with its own set of challenges. Now, a recent survey by BDC found that 39% of business owners, they believe that using AI, they are using AI, right? But out of them, only 66% recognize that AI tools show a list indicating a gap in awareness and understanding. Now, Mandeep, what are some of the main challenges that retailers face when adopting to AI technologies? And also, how do you suggest what can you do to overcome them?
That's a very good question, I can say. The first challenge is the like education,
Right.
and the second is the budget constraint.
Hmm.
So there's a two types of the retailer. One brand is a multi-level, like international brand. They are
Right.
having thousands of stores. Their challenge is different. While the somebody is having a very small retail store, their
Right.
challenge is different.
Right.
So if I'm addressing the first one as an the big brands, for them like to check how they can run this for across their different
Right.
locations, that's the challenge. But for the smaller scale
Yeah.
companies, for smaller scale businesses, the toughest thing is the budget.
Right.
They don't have the deep pockets like the big
Right.
brands,
Yes.
so they more concerned about the budget. So first, like identifying which tool is like fit into the budget.
Right.
The
It's pocket friendly.
yeah,
Yeah.
the second one is solving the real life problem, not this just we call it the AI sweet coating of the things.
Right.
If they have the real time problems,
Hmm.
how they can solve it. And the third one is what ROI they can immediately see that during the implementation or the post implementation.
Right.
So before spending a single penny or single cent on
Right.
on AI, they
Right.
need to identify how they can recover 10x or 10x from that.
Got it.
So for small scale businesses, even if they're using QuickBooks,
Hmm.
even if they're using Square POS, if they are using any sort of the technology tool, they need to see like, is it compatible with my infra?
Right.
Do I have to change it? Do I
Right.
have to modify it, or it will
Right.
goes with that part?
It should be tailored to your specific needs, right? As
Yes,
a business
and
owner.
you don't have to go with the flow. I can say like everybody is doing, so I need to do that.
Right.
You need to identify for your business, do you really need it?
Yeah.
How you gonna implement it?
Right.
And once you will implement, how you will measure that.
Right. So what you're saying is you basically have to ask yourself the right questions, right? Asking yourself basic, simple, right questions is the key of understanding this, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. Now, those are some valuable insights, Mandeep. It's clear that, education and strategic planning, they are crucial for successful AI adoption. Now, on the flip side, what opportunities do you see for retailers who have already successfully integrated AI into their operations, particularly in terms of gaining a competitive advantage, so to speak?
Yeah. Let me give you again with a one specific example of
Sure,
the
go
retailer.
ahead. Yeah.
So they are a florist,
Mm-hmm.
and they implemented this AI adoption things. So first they went for their last 5 years orders data,
Okay.
and they measured like when people are like placing the more orders
Hmm.
and when people are making the less orders.
Right.
They found the first week of the month they were getting the highest orders. The
Hmm.
reason being why everybody got their salaries, everybody was in a mood,
Right.
and
So
that
the money was more liquid in everyone's
yeah,
pocket.
yeah.
Right.
So they were thinking about the gifting.
Right.
Then they found the another data was like for what purpose they were buying the flowers, for
Hmm.
the specific occasions and the things. And they combined a small implementation of AI by interacting with the audio and the videos associated with the flowers. So they put a smart QR code where you can scan, and a favorite song or a favorite video message or your own
Wow.
created video message will goes with those flowers.
Wow.
So
That's so simple yet
yeah,
so powerful, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they interlink that with their in-store experiences. So they interlink
Okay.
with the experiences like
Right.
if you are going to the stores, you are
Right.
getting the personal vibes of the things. They knows
Okay.
like you love chocolate bouquet, so they will drive you those sort of the options. They will suggest you 10 gifting ideas
Right.
on their screens.
Right.
So that's how they overcome with something innovative thing.
Right.
So it looks like this flourish business since decades or
Right.
ages people are doing with the same way,
Right.
but they just put a one innovative way of personalization of the gifting
Right. Right.
and in-store experience changement. And it's, I cannot say the AI, it's a adoption of the technology,
Yes,
but
and
it was
used perfectly.
perfectly, and it
Yeah.
was analyzed by the AI, and it has processed like all the data they were having since last 5 years.
Hmm.
Then they got like some sort of very innovative analytics on top of that,
Wow.
that changed the whole game of their business.
Business. Yeah.
And in a year they scaled from like 1 to 10x.
Wow. That's a lot of success in 1 year. But again, kudos to the florist business. And it just shows that AI mixed with intelligence is the key to driving success, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Now, also the potential benefits, of adopting AI, they seem to outweigh the challenges. So, definitely you should embrace change and welcome it wherever necessary because, as they say, change is the only constant. Stay tuned, folks. When we return, we'll hear an inspiring story of how AI transformed a small family owned retail store and discuss the future of retail technology.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. Still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep. Healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah. Well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep. That's all us. That's all UPS.
Four billion people check their email every day. That's 4 billion missed opportunities if your message doesn't make it. To reach your customer's inbox, you need a winning strategy. And Constant Contact delivers. Literally, over 97% deliverability. Elevate your email game with easy-to-use templates, writing assistants powered by AI, and in-depth metrics. Ensuring your email is flawless, delivered, and read. Constant Contact delivers. Give it a try.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
Connect and recharge.
make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back to CanadianSME Small Business Podcast. We are here with Mandip Kanjiya discussing the exciting world of AI in retail. Now, speaking of embracing change, I hear you have quite the success story to share, Mandip, right? So let's dive into a real world example of AI retail magic. Now, small businesses are the backbone of the Canadian economy. We all know that, right? With 97.8% of employer businesses in Canada being small businesses. Now, however, they often face challenges, competing with larger chains like we just spoke about. Now, Mandeep, you shared a story about a family-owned retail story. That was struggling to compete. Now, could you tell us more about how AI solutions, helped transform their business?
Definitely. So I do respect all the small scale businesses, and they are really currently facing the challenges in the terms of the scale. They are facing the challenges, as you mentioned, for the big brands and those sort of things. And I respect the small scale businesses. They are doing like so good in this sort of the
Right.
tough time sort of the things.
They're standing strong like a
Yeah,
rock.
exactly.
Yeah.
So for them, like the first thing is that like they need to understand they cannot like solve all the problems by themselves.
Right.
They need to adopt the technology, and the
Mm.
technology is the only backbone that can solve and that can help them to grow. They need to come up with a new innovation ideas, like they need to change certain way of working, they need to change certain things in their budget, in their mindset,
Right.
for like restaurants industry.
Right.
So they are facing like a big sort of like hustle of the increasing of the labor cost, increasing of the food cost.
Right.
But they need to think about how they can increase the sales,
Mm-hmm.
how they can adopt the customers, how they can
Right.
retain the customers, how they can gain more from the existing customer base.
Right.
Do they have the customer database? Do they have those mechanism where they are retargeting those customers? They are making sure they are becoming a loyal customer, advocate customer,
Right.
and then they are getting the more and more business from the existing customer base. So that's the
Right.
one which I can say. And AI is the one where they need to procure like list of the tools,
Hmm.
5, 6, 7 tools, go by one.
Right.
If they're using any one SaaS product,
Hmm.
try to link the another SaaS product that can be combined with that
Make an ecosystem.
ecosystem.
Right.
And I can say like create a year or 2 years sort of the plan
Right.
where they can see the results in their profit sheet,
Right.
and that's the ROI metrics they can define by implementing this.
Wow, that was very insightful, Mandeep. Thank you so much for that. To our listeners who are passionate about sustainability in retail, AI is playing a crucial role in reducing waste and improving efficiency in the retail supply chain. Advanced AI algorithms can optimize delivery routes, reducing fuel consumption and carbon emissions. They can also predict product life cycles more accurately, helping retailers make smarter decisions about when to mark down items or how much to order. This not only improves profitability but also significantly reduces the amount of unsold merchandise that might otherwise end up in landfills. But let's not stop at present. Let's also dive into the future. Now, Mandeep, I'm sure our listeners are eager to hear your predictions on what is next in terms of AI in the retail segment. Now, the retail technology landscape is evolving rapidly, right? By 2025, we expect to see even more advanced AI applications in retail, from AI native networks to multi-model AI models analyzing, various data types. Now, looking ahead, Mandeep, what emerging technologies, according to you, or trends do you believe will shape the future of retail over the next decade? How do you envision it? Paint the picture.
I can say like it will be linked with very personalized shopping experience,
Mm-hmm.
as well as it will be very data driven. So you and me, if we are considering like instead of going future rustic side,
Right.
let's go in the past. We used to use our credit cards and the shopping experience 10 years back versus
Right.
today.
Right.
That's the experience has been changed,
Yes.
but it has not been changed dramatically in that form.
Right.
But next 10 years it will gonna change like completely landscape of the like
So
buying
the
behaviors.
previous decade that has gone by is going to be less of an impact that is coming ahead.
In a way, technology side, in a way, AI side, yes.
Okay.
The reason being why the adoption and the growth of the technology
Mm.
is just in the terms of the AI has been started.
Right.
So we seen during the COVID time how the world shifted from offline to online mode,
Right.
and that online mode is now transforming to the AI mode
Right.
with including of the offline mode. So
Right.
the retailer needs to adopt the technology. Retailer needs to go deep dive in the terms of how they can go very deep in the terms of technology adoption side.
Right.
And there's a one quote which I always saying, AI will not replace you, but somebody who is using AI, they will replace you.
Wow, very well said. I think that sorts out a lot of questions that a lot of people have, because it's become a trend only now. Everyone is literally saying that AI is going to replace humans. But I think if you have a genuinely deeper understanding of what AI is, humans can use it to advance themselves, right? AI is never going to be a replacement of a human emotional everything package, right? Now, wow, all of this we talked about, it seems like a sci-fi dream come true, right? Because I remember like 10 or 15 years back from now, we used to think that these things will happen in future. We'll see when the time comes. And now the time is here. And we're not realizing that it is here. And we're just taking a lot of time to digest and everything. And I think it's only natural for small businesses, right, to adapt. But as you clearly said, adaptation, it's very important. And the best part of AI is that it's not available just for the big players anymore. It's also available for the small and medium sized businesses and the common man, as you say, like all of us, right? So that's great. Now, before we let you go, Mandip, to wrap up our fascinating discussion, what is your final advice that you like to give to the small and medium sized, retailers out there who are considering or still in the thought process of adopting AI technologies? What would you tell them?
First, start using AI. Like just go and check what technologies are available
Right.
for your business. Second, create a budget for this year 2025.
Okay.
Put some sort of investment or a trial and error sort of the funds
Right.
to adopt the technology and see the results.
Got it.
So like you need to act. You don't have to just like do research and
Right.
put
Take
a small-
action as well on the research that you do.
yeah, and start using small tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and
Right.
those sort of the AI. Then try to go beyond that and try to implement that how you can see the results.
Right.
And after that, you mentioned one thing. AI is not now more for the big players and
Yeah,
others.
it's also for small
Small.
businesses. Yeah.
I want to say the things. It's very much like powerful for the smaller businesses. The reason being why the decision making and the execution is way faster than the big players.
Yes.
So if you are a small business,
Hmm.
you are the decision makers. You don't have to go with those like 10 or
Follow a
15
chain,
levels. Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So if you will adopt fast, you will be the winner, not the big brands. So go adopt as soon as possible.
Right.
Those guys are threatened by the small businesses now
Right.
because they cannot adopt the technology. They cannot change their processes. They cannot
Right.
change their supply chain.
Right.
They cannot do anything what any individual or a small business owner can do overnight.
Right.
So that's the power of the speed and power of the implementation. You can go above and beyond as a small scale business, and that's where you can get the edge over the AI.
Wow, that was such a fascinating conversation. And Mandeep, you've truly, reshaped a lot of my thought process as well before this conversation. So kudos to you and thank you so much for that. And for sharing your insights with us, with all the people out there. Your expertise is truly valued by us. And thank you so much for being a part of Canadian SME.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Perfect. As we've discussed, AI is not just for big corporations. It's a powerful tool that can help small and medium sized retailers compete and succeed in today's, fast paced market. Whether it's through personalized marketing, efficient inventory management, or enhanced customer engagement, AI has the potential to transform your business. And to our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in to another Canadian SME Small Business Podcast episode. Today, we explored the exciting world of AI in retail. From bright digital signage to personalized customer experiences, we talked about it all. We've learned about the challenges and opportunities of AI adoption and hearing inspiring stories, and also how these technologies make a real difference for small businesses. We thank our sponsors RBC, UPS, Constant Contact, IHG Hotels and Resorts, and Google for their unwavering support and for making this happen. For more insights on small business trends, visit CanadianSME.ca and subscribe to our newsletter. This is Kripa Anand signing off. Keep innovating and remember, the future of retail is smart and it's within your reach. Believe it.